This is Stella. She decided to go work here. No, not Mexico. San Diego. This is John. That's me. I decided to stay close by for the summer. All the way over here. Boston. What? It's close. It's not Taiwan or something. That's far. Now I know what you're thinking. Man, you guys must hate each other to put an entire country between you. And while you might be onto something, it still gives me the ability to drop insane amounts of money on airline tickets. Because you know, COVID's over. Gotta raise those prices again. So Thursday morning I checked the prices and saw that the tickets I had been scoping out for the past 2 months had just cut in half. I knew there was only one thing to do. After Stella's normal 10 to 2 workday, we decided to make the most of our first day. We first grabbed Indian food from a small outdoor restaurant area. After overeating, we decided to go here, Los Piñaquitos Canyon Preserve. Unfortunately, we arrived at the wrong place, causing us to walk an additional mile to the trail. But it allowed me just enough time to Zillow the houses we walked by because why not? After getting to the park, we saw there's lots to see and do. With fields, flowers, creeks, and my favorite, a playground conveniently at the parking lot. At the end of the day, I set out to do what my roommate said to do years ago. Jump off a cliff. And Stella knew just the place. Torrey Pines Beach. Unfortunately, the park rangers wouldn't let me go through with it, but they said I could look at the cliffs from the beach, so I guess that was close enough. When we arrived at the beach, I was surprised with how cool the cliffs looked right next to the ocean. Definitely different from the flat beaches in Florida. As dusk set in, we were greeted by gray clouds and rising tides, ruining my West Coast sunset. But don't worry, we got back at nature. On the second day, we decided to visit the city. Reading through some of the best ways to do so, we found the Old Town Trolley Tour Bus. This is a hop-on, hop-off style bus that takes you to popular places around San Diego. The buses stop running around 5 p.m., making it important to know where you want to go since the buses can get full from the lazy tourists. Our first stop of the day was Stella's favorite, the Maritime Museum. But it turns out Sea Captain Stella was just in it for the booze. We got to see a variety of ships like aircraft carriers, submarines, and a ship used in the original Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Best of all, there's a bunch of food stands and shops to eat at before continuing on with the tour. Our next stop was Balboa Park. This place had so much going on. Food, street performers, and museums to name a few. With so much to do, you could easily take an entire day at this park. But being broke college students with no time to spare, we hit up the free museums to practice our adulting. Late in the day, we arrived at our last stop, Little Italy. If you want Italian food, this is the place to go, unless you have money to go to Italy, which I don't. We looked for a restaurant, and after an hour of Stella not finding a place, I impulsively picked one. Stella got her seafood pasta, and me being a cliche American, got a pizza. It was a great way to end our trolley tour and our day in the city. While the last day was filled with emotion, mainly from dreading a Spirit flight that would take 14 plus hours of traveling, we ended up going to La Jolla. If you ever go to San Diego, I definitely recommend this beachside area. With cliffside views and coconut water, you don't want to miss this place. But the best part about La Jolla was all the animals. There were rabbits, birds, seals, and if you're lucky, sea lion fights. At least, that's what I think it is. And for the final minutes of the San Diego trip, a water rescue before heading to the airport for the next adventure.